How's it going, everyone? I'm Brian Beck. This is our Flight Scenario 2 discussion for Aviation 326. On this one, we are being asked to cover for our buddy to go fly a radio station DJ around to cover the traffic for the morning commute. While you're flying around, you spot a car crash and you're asked to go circle that at a low altitude. And the question here is, what are your considerations? What do you think about when you do this? So as far as your pilot goes, we are a commercially rated pilot. It's about the only information we have to go on with this, which is good, and for this situation, that's needed. As far as the route and trip goes, it's just a local area kind of VFR flight. We're going to go check out the highways around the city, I imagine. So your route and trip are really not undefined. You're probably going to fly one big circle around the city. As far as the aircraft, we're going to have to go through the normal aero and I'm safe and all that stuff to make sure we're airworthy and ready to fly and safe. In addition to checking all your normal documents for the aircraft, I might include checking that your terrain and obstacle databases for your GPS are within date, assuming you have one. And if you don't, it's probably a good idea to take another glance at a sectional, see where your obstacles are at. The point being for that, last one is your environment. The situation does not break down what our weather conditions are like, but I'm assuming it's going to be VFR weather if we're doing this kind of a flight, or at least good enough for this. So, but anyway, back to why you would want to check your terrain databases. The biggest concern with all of this, you spot this car crash, they want you to go circle down low around it. How low can you go? The first thing you're going to want to do is find all your obstacles around. Are there any cell phone towers? Are there any buildings or light poles or anything like that? One, obviously you don't want to hit any of those. And two, and then this is the part that you're going to do for your DPE, is if you take a look at this, 91.119 is going to tell you that you need to be in a congested area, an urban area like where you're circling traffic. You need to be at least 1,000 feet above the tallest obstacle within a 2,000 foot horizontal space of the aircraft. So in a perfect scenario, we can hope that the crash on the highway is the highest point above ground, and you're going to be circling 1,000 feet above that. But there's probably light poles, there's probably a cell phone tower or something like that. You need to find that, figure out how tall it is, and you need to circle 1,000 feet above that. And technically speaking, you can't go any lower unless you're in a helicopter, but that's a whole nother thing. That's about it. That's the gist of all my considerations I would make to go through it. Anyway, thanks, guys.